Hi, welcome to Drinking and Dating in the 21st Century. Once again, I'm Sean.
I'm back. I'm Leah.
And I'm Scott.
And we're so glad to have her back. We missed you.
I missed it. I was fishing.
And camping.
And camping.
God, you're just going all over the place.
I'm hiking.
Yeah, it's okay. A few weeks from now, I won't be here, so we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for that. I'm going to be in Vegas, so.
Oh.
Vegas. Oh, yeah.
Go to the thunder from down under.
Okay. I don't know what I'm not the planner for the trip, so.
Male strippers.
Oh, no thanks. Not for me. Hell, I don't even like going to female strip clubs that much.
Are we
Me
gonna
neither.
drink?
Yeah, shut up. We missed Leah. God.
Oh, they missed me.
Apparently you didn't. You just want to get. No, never mind.
He missed me.
Well, we're gonna be drinking today. We're just gonna shoot some tequila rose. We've had some of that on the show before, and shit, I almost forgot to put my keys in the bowl. See, you're getting me excited about drinking, and I'm giving up my keys.
I love tequila rose.
Yeah.
It's a shot that I actually like.
It's actually kind of fitting that tequila rose.
Have we done straight up tequila?
I don't think we have, but we will.
Like
We're gonna have to.
plain tequila
Yeah, regular tequila.
as a shot? No.
With the salt and the
Well, maybe we should do
thingies.
that. We should do that the next time we're at the Tabernacle for the show, because they do really good tequila shots there. So
Yeah?
yeah. Anyway, I trust me. I had like 6 of them one night. That was the night that anyway, bad night. Anyway, tonight's show we're going to be talking about cheating. Once a cheater, always a cheater, or can people change? So let's.
Excuse me, I threw up in my mouth a little bit just now. Mmm.
I still don't care for it straight.
I care for it quite a bit.
So one shot that you really enjoy, they're both just like, yeah. bleh.
No, it's not bad. It's just like I don't know. It's the initial flavor is good. It's the aftertaste that I don't like.
The like,
Shut up.
You shouldn't do things like that with your tongue, Leah.
What? It was good.
I know. All right, so this topic came up. A friend of mine, I guess, he sent me a message about this a couple of weeks ago, and he was just noticing some people on Facebook were talking about the whole topic of cheating. You know, if you're once a cheater, always a cheater. I mean, we've always heard that old adage. And so let's we're going to chime in with our opinions. Scott, what do you think about the whole thing? I mean, come on, you've been with Monica for 9.5 years now, something like that.
just a little over 9.
Yeah. So.
My take on cheating is, if you're not in love with that person anymore, you should tell them and just leave.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, like, either if you don't care enough about the person, like, you shouldn't be fucking around.
Absolutely.
To the point where they find out eventually, and it just hurts them that much more.
Yeah.
And then you're just a sadist because you're hurting them knowing, you're doing something knowing that it's going to hurt them later.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about it is I know, and there are a lot of different views on the whole cheating thing. And my opinion is I know there are people out there that they are just so into themselves and care about themselves more than anybody else that they don't really care who they hurt. They'll cheat on anyone and everyone.
Yep.
But I don't think all cheating happens that way.
No.
So,
Yeah.
well, anyway, let's we'll more about that in a minute. Let's bring out this week's beer and see what we got here.
So this week is one I haven't seen before. That was yours.
That was mine from just earlier. I was testing it out. So
It's Schoferhofer. It is imported from Germany, which I got some German in me, so
grapefruit Hefeweizen mix.
Oh, that smells good.
it is. It's
I know
pretty
you already
tasty.
tasted it, so I'm
Yeah,
going to
go
taste
for
it
it.
first.
Go for it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I love Hefeweizen and the grapefruit. I've always been a fan of grapefruit. So.
I'm not a fan of grapefruit, but this does not have that shitty bitter
Yeah.
aftertaste that
That's
grapefruit
good.
has. So
Well, if you get a good grapefruit, you don't get that either. So
We're on a
that's-
roll. 2 drinks in a row that I like.
That's really quite tasty.
Thank you.
I swear, I think
I
they
like
make.
it a lot.
I think they make an orange one too, and I think I had one yesterday.
This would actually be really good too if you put pieces of grapefruit in it
Yeah.
for extra flavor. I like
I think.
grapefruit.
I think
I'll eat it just like as it is, like a giant orange.
I don't like grapefruit. This is good though.
That is good. It's delicious.
What are you looking at?
Okay, it just kind of caught my eye. So it's an importer, Rataburger Group USA, Norwalk, Connecticut, in Connecticut, Hawaii, Iowa. Let's see, MA is Massachusetts,
Yeah.
Maine, New York, Oregon,
Those
Vermont.
are-
There's
those
a
are-
5-cent deposit.
Yeah.
10 cents in Michigan, in California, and then Puerto Rico. Please don't
do
litter.
not litter.
What's your point?
It was just the Puerto Rico, please don't litter. As in, you don't get anything for it, but don't throw it on the ground. It just caught me as a little funny.
Maybe they just don't recycle.
Maybe they were just talking to Puerto Ricans.
I have one.
I have nothing against Puerto Ricans.
I have a very good friend that's Puerto Rican, Emilio. Good guy.
All right.
I have an ex that was Puerto Rican. One of the few that didn't cheat and was faithful and honest.
And he was Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so yeah, back to the topic. Actually, I'm going to continue drinking for a minute. Leah, what's I can tell you have an opinion on this. I know you do. So let's hear it. What's your take on the once a cheater, always a cheater, or how does that work for you?
Fuck cheaters. Fuck them with rotten pineapples and swords.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my opinion.
Okay. Well.
Spreading disease throughout the world, being gross,
You don't have to be a cheater to spread disease
Hurting-
throughout
That's
the world.
true.
Would be
hurting
gross.
people's feelings
Hurting
and breaking
people's feelings.
hearts on purpose.
Yep.
Because I'm sorry, I don't care how in the moment you are, you know when you're with somebody.
That you shouldn't be with someone else. Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah,
I agree with
there's-
Scott. I agree with Scott. If you are actually thinking of somebody else and you have feelings towards somebody else, then you really need to reevaluate your own relationship. And
Yeah.
yeah, if
Mhm.
you need to walk away, walk away. Don't demolish somebody else's heart and their feelings by dipping in other people's pudding.
Which, on that note too, like, there's always that one guy or girl who cheats on their boyfriend or
Mhm.
girlfriend, and then that person finds out and they break up with them, but then the person that they were cheating with is just like, oh, you can come stay with me?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with that person?
Yeah, dude.
Well, it's like, and that's one of those things that, like, you always see it in the movies, and in the movies, it almost always works exactly the same way, where you've got,
No, I've
you know,
seen
the
this
rich.
happen so
I
many
know,
times in my
but
life.
you've got like the rich guy, and he's got the bored housewife at home, and he's cheating on her with his secretary, and the secretary is always of the opinion, well, he's going to leave her for me. Why would you want him to?
Yeah, if he's gonna cheat on his wife
Yeah.
with you, if
As
he's
soon
gonna
as-
cheat on his wife with you,
Yeah, as
who's he
soon as-
gonna cheat on you with?
As soon as you hit that certain spot where he gets bored, he's going to do the same thing, or vice versa,
Yep.
because it does work the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that said, though, that's what I call cheater type A, the one who is constantly looking, doesn't care who they hurt, he or she, because there are women that do this as well.
Do you know women are actually statistically more likely to cheat than men?
Yes.
That's because they
however,
get bored.
No, it's not that. The women start off emotionally cheating,
Ah,
and then it becomes something else. And my personal opinion,
yeah.
emotional cheating hurts worse because the sexual cheating, I mean, that's bad, but at the same time, what was so fucked up about me emotionally that you had to go talk to somebody else about all your problems, or talk to somebody else
Oh,
about
that's
everything you
emotional.
do?
I was
Yeah.
like, what is emotional cheating?
Emotional
I didn't know
cheating
what that was.
is, let's say that let's say that you and Scott were in a relationship, and instead of talking to Scott about all your problems, you came to me and talked to me about all your problems and opened your heart to me and everything else. Meanwhile, poor Scott is over there going, what the fuck's going on with my life?
See, I think that's
Yeah.
what girlfriends are for.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you, I know this happens a lot because I've had it happen to me.
So,
So,
if me and Leah were in this metaphorical relationship,
Mhm.
and instead of talking to me, because I just don't understand her little girl issues.
Yeah.
Not to say that
Little girl.
you're a little
Exactly.
girl, but
No,
Yeah.
no, I got you. Go ahead.
Your
Go ahead.
issues.
Yeah, my issues.
and you go and you talk to your girlfriends. Does that make you emotionally lesbian?
That's a good question. That is
Good
a good
question.
So if
Good
you,
question, but a
so
little
if
bit
you're
off
having-
topic,
So if
I
you're having
think.
problems with me in this metaphorical fake
Uh-huh.
relationship, and you tell Sean about all your problems, does that make you,
No, I wouldn't tell
emotionally
Sean about my
homosexual?
problems. I would
guys
bottle them
don't
up.
guys don't talk about their problems.
And then I would go out to the desert and blow shit up.
Yeah, but I
That
would
is
just,
how
I would
I
just
would
go with
vent.
you and go do that.
Yeah, and then we'd feel much better afterward.
That's true. And then
I'm uncomfortable with this metaphorical
I
relationship.
know it's
Yeah,
weird.
I
I'm
tried-
metaphorically-
And your wife
All
is
right,
right
guess
there.
what?
Relationship
Guess
might
what?
work out better than us.
Metaphorical relationship is over.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
see,
metaphorically broke up with you.
he metaphorically broke up with me before he cheated on me with his wife. Thank you. It's very kind.
I metaphorically broke up with you before I literally cheated on you with my wife.
Or literally ever dated me.
What the fuck is happening
My,
right now?
my love life is so hosed.
Shortest metaphorical relationship ever. All right. So today's wine is Blue Nun.
Yeah, Blue Nun is yummy. I've had this one once before. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Quadestein?
She's
Qualitistein?
not gonna.
Oh, it's fine.
Rheinhessen.
Isn't Blue
Yeah.
Nun from Germany too?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh my
It
god.
is.
We're going all kinds of, wine from Germany.
Product of Germany. Now I will tell you, Blue Nun. I've had it before as well,
I have two.
and this actually makes one of the best white sangrias that I've ever made. It's really, really good. We have not done that. We're gonna have to make some sangria for one of these shows. Sangria is not just something you can mix up. It takes about 24 to 48 hours to make. So we'll have to plan for that one. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. I make. You have you ever had my? You've never had my.
No.
Oh.
No,
we're-
you probably make it for parties, and I generally have not
It
been
has
to
been a
those.
few parties.
Yeah. Did you find some cat hair?
I did. I got
Oh.
the cat hair.
Oh,
again.
you almost had pussy in your mouth too.
See, this is why.
Oh,
you
wait,
wanted
no,
when
me
we were
too,
having
me
this
too.
show, so
Did you
I
get
can
one too?
clean.
Yes.
Nice.
You have to give me the heads up so I clean.
No, it happens. There's a long-haired cat around here, and
Hey,
yeah.
yo.
Well, and then there's two other cats, so there's a few cats in this house.
That's yummy. That would actually taste really good also in like a white wine cream sauce used
Oh,
for
yeah.
cooking.
That'd be
It would
really
make
good.
it would give it a really delicate flavor.
It's a
I
very
think.
subtle. It's a very subtle flavor. It's not
Yeah.
overpowering,
It
which
is-
is why
I'm
it's
not
really
gonna
good
lie.
as a
I've had this bottle sitting around for like
yeah.
3 or 4 months, and this is a lot better than the first time I tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it tastes better with air and thyme.
Well, it also depends on the temperature, because if you had it really cold, this white is better if it's just chilled. But I found that with a lot of German.
I think
wines,
it just
so that
wasn't chilled enough. It was
That's
kind of a sharp taste to it before. It
Yeah.
tastes mellowed out.
But because it is such a smooth flavor, that's why this one is so really good in a sangria, and we'll have to mix that one up next time. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well. I'm
So how
gonna set
about you,
that
Sean?
down.
How do you feel about cheating and this whole
Wow.
once a cheater over
Always
always
a
a
cheater.
cheater business?
Well, like I said, there in my opinion there are two types of cheaters. There's a type cheater who is, whether it be a man or a woman, they are constantly on the lookout for the next piece of ass. And they don't care who they hurt, they don't care who they're with, and they will just, go to whatever. And then there's what I consider type B cheater. They don't necessarily set out to be a cheater, but due to how the relationship's going, and I'm not going to lie, a little bit of cowardice, not wanting to end the relationship, but still wanting something more. And that's really what it comes down to, is just that fear of, it's like, is it easier to break up with the person, or just, have my whatever on the side, and
And hope you don't get caught.
yeah.
But the thing is if you're just doing whatever on the side, hoping you don't get caught, like why would you do it anyway? Because that shows intent to stay in the relationship you're in.
Yeah, no, exactly. What I think happens from it is, I think it happens usually with people when you're in a spot where you're just that unhappy with yourself. Because honestly, we always look at cheating and how it affects the other person. but we very seldom look at how it affects the person who's the cheater. And I can tell you personally, it's just as damaging. It is just as damaging emotionally and psychologically to the cheater as it is to the person who's being cheated on. It's a different damage, but it is just as damaging.
And the difference is we generally don't care how that person is damaged. Because they damaged themselves. They did
They
something
did.
knowing that they was damaging themselves.
They did. Well, but see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't realize how damaging it is to themselves when they first start doing it.
I never thought about that either. I never
Yeah.
thought about how cheating could also damage the cheater. It makes me happy.
No, and the thing is, it really does, because you get into a space where you're, you don't believe that you deserve to be happy with anybody.
And they don't. Cock-sucking motherfucking bitch asses.
Tell us how you really feel there, Leah.
Oh, I so will.
If I might interject,
Like
Absolutely.
one
Barfs and
aspect
mold.
we haven't considered. The person, I mean, we kind of talked about the person who's cheating with the
Mhm.
cheater.
Mm-hmm.
The cheatee.
Yes,
the
the
person who's
cheatee.
being.
The cheatee, I think, is the real
That
bad person in the whole thing, especially if they know. Now,
Yeah.
if they don't know, that's one thing. If they knowingly cheat with somebody else who's willing to cheat on their significant other,
Yeah.
I think that's the lowest person in the scenario.
No, I
Because
agree with
why
that, too.
wouldn't you have enough respect for yourself and the other
Other
two people
person.
who are involved in that relationship to just
Oh, yeah.
say no?
I agree, and that's the thing, and once again, it comes down to that psychological damage.
Beer?
Yeah, a little.
Wash down the cat hair.
But, and it comes down to that psychological damage that, I mean, come on, let's be honest, we're all a little bit psychologically fucked up.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
But when you get to a space, I think, where that person who is the cheatee, the one who's cheating, and they're not the person in the relationship, I think that person is just craving love so much that they'll take whatever they can get.
And sometimes I think it's much more sinister than that.
Oh,
especially when-
I'm not saying that it always is, but I think there's a lot of times when it really is just that.
I think that is possible. However, I have known women in the past that get off on the idea that they can make a man cheat on his wife.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that to me is
And vice
That's the
versa.
most
that's
Men
evil.
that do
I'm
that
sorry.
too as
That's
well.
evil. That's
All
messed
right.
up.
So tonight's
all about
cocktail,
control.
we just kind of grabbed a few things once again. We do this every once in a while. I look at our ample liquor cabinet that we've been developing over the last few months, and just grab a few things and mix something up. So we're mixing a little bit of melon liqueur with some sour apple cocktail mix. This is basically, you can get this in any grocery store just about. It's non-alcoholic, but
It's
it
like-
mixes really well.
It's like syrup. It's really strong.
Yeah.
It's
So we've got
Delicious.
1 ounce of melon
Take a
liqueur
little sip of that. Just take a little sip.
Straight from
and
the bottom.
do it.
You don't mind if I drink
Do
some?
it.
1.5 ounces of the sour apple.
Ugh.
It's strong.
That's really sweet on its own.
That's like Jolly Rancher.
And
Yeah.
then you
Times
pour
five.
in
Yeah, it's
some.
really strong.
Well, in this case, we're
There you go.
using
Ah.
Shasta lemon lime. So any lemon
basically
lime soda,
Sprite.
Sprite, 7-Up, any lemon lime soda will do. And the nice thing is, since you pour it in, the bubbles kind of stir it, kind of a lovely Jolly Rancher looking color there, and kind of a Jolly Rancher flavor too, but not nearly as strong as drinking that stuff by itself. Yeah, I mixed one up earlier.
It does
so
taste
I'm
like Jolly Ranchers.
I mixed one up earlier, so I'm gonna pull that one out. and
You don't
finish
get it,
that one up.
Scott. Sorry.
Come on, Cher.
You were in a metaphorical relationship.
She's still bitter about how quick he broke off the metaphorical relationship.
I know. What the fuck?
Or metaphorically being too clingy. I don't know. Shit.
No, most likely it was metaphorically being too cold.
So,
I don't cling enough.
once again, there are a lot of factors, in my opinion, that go into cheating and everything else. I don't think it's just this one cut and dried situation. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I think that somebody can have been super faithful, something weird happens. And like I said, it all depends on how both parties involved emotionally handle it. If
Yeah.
you want to save the relationship, I think sometimes it can be worth trying to save. Other times, it's just, you know what? It's time to cut the strings and move on. So-
And remember, it is never okay to hit your significant other.
Exactly.
Pineapples and swords. That's
Yeah.
how I feel.
So, well, from drinking and dating in the 21st century, once again, please drink and date responsibly.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, and don't cheat. It's just, it hurts everybody involved, and it's just fucked up. So, cheers to that.
Pineapples and swords.